Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for today's Toronto Raptors watch party. We got a big one tonight. The Raptors looking to make it 8 wins in a row and looking to make it 3 wins in a row against the Cleveland Cavaliers. What a game we have, and what a night it is, as it is almost any night we get to watch the Raptors these days, because it's so fun to watch now. Can't believe this is my life. I can't believe this is my team. The Raptors, winners of 7 in a row, chance to make it 8. We've beaten the Cavs both times we played them. We were away from home. They've only lost 3 away. Never mind. They haven't lost many. They've lost 3 home games all season. 2 out of 3 of those were against us. That's what I was trying to say. A team that is 8-3 at home. 2 of those, again, against the Toronto Raptors. So it's exciting. I'm ready to go. I started a little bit later than normal today because I got in a bit late from work. Apologies for that. Nothing I could do there. Just, that's when work was done. So I came home and just rushed to quickly eat, take my dog out, and get here for you guys. So we got the game starting off in probably 5 or so minutes time. Let's get things started. As usual, if you find yourself enjoying, please hit the like button. If you're a regular, coming through once again, first of all, thank you. Second of all, put something in the chat to let me know you're here. Third of all, hit the like button in the early goings. You're a regular. You know it's going to be good. At least I hope it is. And that only helps us in the YouTube algorithm bring more people to the channel. Helps me out. Helps the channel grow. Would really appreciate it. Hit the like button in the early goings. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see, consider subscribing as we go throughout the content. Thank you, everyone, for coming through in the early goings here. Raptors tonight strangely, the Cavaliers have done a lot on their injury report. The Raptors are gonna be without RJ Barrett. That was we kind of assumed that after he exited the game early yesterday against the Brooklyn Nets with a knee sprain. I was as a experienced knee injurer or injury, I think would be it. Someone who has a fucked up knee. I was worried about the knee sprain. Thankfully, it was only a sprain and not anything worse. But RJ Barrett is out for this one. Thankfully, the news is that RJ Barrett is day-to-day. And it's something that apparently looks promising, according to Darko Rajakovic. So definitely could have been a lot worse in this scenario here. Got imaging done on the sprained right knee. Darko said the results look promising. He's out tonight, but considered day-to-day. So it sounds like he avoided a serious injury. That is good news for Raptors fans. Like I said, though, for the Cavs, there is a strange amount of players missing from today's game. They're also in the second night of a back-to-back, but I would have thought they would have put a little bit more into this one than the previous one. So Darius Garland is out. Jared Allen's out. DeAndre Hunter's been getting rested. Sam Merrill is out. Craig Porter Jr. is out. Dean Wade is out. It's a lot of players that are just missing from tonight's game for the Cavaliers. I'll take it. It seems like they're resting a bunch of guys in the second night of a back-to-back. I'll absolutely take that. The Raptors are now favored by 1.5. Well, we'll say 1.5 points here. Personally, looking at the lineups and the caliber of lineups, I like the Raptors here. Not sure I would still play it at 1.5. Let me think. For reference, I bet it at plus 1.5. New subscriber, by the way, Rami Lalisan. Hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. So it's Lonzo Ball, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Tyson. That is his name. I think the second. Is he second year player? I think he's a second year. Anyways, young player, the rookie or sophomore Tyson. Larry Nance Jr., Evan Mobley. Okay, I would definitely still lean towards the Raptors to cover the spread. But yeah, at home, I would bet it. If I hadn't already bet, I'd probably bet it at that. Granted, it's at post. This line's been shaped. There's tons and tons and tons of volume in this, but I don't think the Raptors are getting quite enough respect with that line being where it is. That's not the strongest Cavs team. Raptors are only missing RJ Barrett here for injury, so I think they'll be able to. Overcome with this. Raptors starting 5 tonight is quickly Walter. So it is Walter who comes in for RJ Barrett. Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl back in the lineup here after resting yesterday against the Nets. So Walter is the one that comes in. My preference probably would have been Grady Dick. Not that I'm upset about this at all. Walter's been playing well as of late. He's been the first player off the bench as of late. He played really well last night with 16 points. It was a season high. So I don't have any qualms with the decision to go with Walter. I think they could have gone with a few players, and they could have gone with him, Grady Dick, Abaji, or Colin Murray-Boyles. I wouldn't have loved Colin Murray-Boyles to go big, but I could have seen it, I guess, but maybe without Jared Allen, not really. Abaji I would have understood, but I wouldn't have been as happy with that. Walter, I think, is a fine player to start here. Rewarded for his good minutes in the last few games. So, Jacoby Walter in the starting five for the Raptors in place of RJ Barrett. Let's see how it looks. And we'll have a good test here because in the last week or so, I've been talking about on the news shows we do, the Raptors Happy Hour at 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, except not this Monday because I was really busy today with work. And I only got home like 20 minutes ago. I did speculate what a lineup could look like with Jacoby Walter or Grady Dick starting instead of RJ Barrett. Now, not saying that RJ is like the inferior player. RJ can still get his 30-plus minutes, just purely for the starting five, because Raptors been starting games particularly slow. Not yesterday when they started up 12-0, but it's been a trend where the starting five has not exactly clicked together in their minutes from the net rating perspective. So I was just speculating what it could look like with a different starter instead of RJ Barrett. We are now being forced into that experiment, so we'll have a sample of what it does look like from the start with the starters minus Barrett plus somebody who can space the floor like Jacoby Walter or Grady Dick. It's going to be Jacoby Walter. Let's see how it goes. What's up to the people in the chat? Let's name them out specifically. Doug B, 2-year member, a true stream OG, joins us. Thank you so much, Doug. I appreciate that. We've also got Daniel Barry Sports Highlights joining. Mahia Sagawa joining. Gabe Remigio. What's going on? Steve Stevens, BB I Love Music, 6028, and Mr. Bro, never present at the stream. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Steve Stevens says, any bets tonight? I haven't done any like player prop stuff. I just haven't any time today, so nothing there. I do as much like probably not a good bet, but if I hadn't bet it already, there is a -1 on the spread in favor of the Raptors. I would take that even right now. I would bet it if I didn't already have a position on the Raptors because I don't think it's quite factoring in the players that are missing for the Cavaliers. RJ is durable. He never missed extended time as far as I can remember. No, his availability is quite good, which is maybe a bit of an underrated aspect of his game. That is a good point. And Mr. Bro says we've been lucky with it. We have been. There hasn't been any like significant serious ones for an extended period of time as of yet. So we've been good for a bit. Just remember I got to go grab something real quick. Give me like 30 seconds. I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. Just like that. We're all good. Thank you for your patience. We'll get the scoreboard up on screen anyways. AX Izzo in chat. What's going on? Welcome, everybody. How's everyone's day going? What'd you get up to last night? Last night, good night. Raptors won. I got to chill a little bit. Probably stayed up a bit too late. It happens. Gonna get to bed early tonight. Hit the gym tomorrow. Tomorrow's fucking busy as shit. So is Wednesday, Thursday. Also, I mean, it's gonna be a crazy week for me moving this week and end of the week. So just gonna be absolutely crazy, but we will battle through it. I believe Jalen Tyson is a rookie. I don't know why he's throwing me off here. No, he isn't. He was a pick last year. I don't know why he's throwing me off so much. He was a selection after Jacoby Walter last year. If you cared. I did. All right. Let's do it. We got the North Fish watching Montreal. Thank you for your support from Quebec. Anybody watch, wherever you are. Appreciate you guys. Game is about to begin. Let's get it on. Let's make it 8 in a row. Let's make it 3 against the Cavs. Help out with some tiebreakers. I don't know. Let's beat this team. A lot of players missing for the Cavs, though. Quite surprising. But alas, here we go. Jump ball won by Evan Mobley and the Cavs, and we are underway. Cavaliers start with the ball. Donovan Mitchell in the corner to Mobley. Up fake, steps inside. Scotty Barnes guarding him. Scotty Barnes done well in the matchup. Last time out, I believe Evan Mobley played well the first time he played the Cavs. I didn't get a big eye on that game because I was out doing something. But Barnes was really good in the second one. Anyways, Mitchell starts off the game with a 3. There is the first basket. We are up and running. And not in the right direction so far. But one shot has been taken, so it's okay. That's not very good. An early turnover by Brandon Ingram. It's been a little bit of an issue, his first quarter turnovers, honestly. On defense, Raptors tie up Evan Mobley. Great job there. I think it was Barnes. Walter did most of the early work, then Barnes got in there, so I think it'll be Barnes on the jump. Yep, good defense there. Anyways, Ingram's got to clean up the turnovers a little bit. As well as he's been playing. The turnovers haven't been great. Here's Mitchell for 3. Again, this one doesn't go quickly. Hauls in the rebound. Up the side, quickly. Transition 3 is good. Starting to knock those down with... he's been knocking them down with a great degree of consistency now. Ties the game up at 3. Larry Nance on it. To Tyson. In the corner, Larry Nance going to take the 3 on. Off the mark, quickly with another rebound. Outlets to Barnes. In the wing. Swings it up to Ingram. He's open for 3, so he'll have a go. And he drills it. Back-to-back 3s to start the game for the Raptors. Yeah. Back-to-back 3s. And that caused a timeout by Cleveland. 2 transition 3s are the points that have the Raptors in the ascendancy here and with the advantage. 6-3. And early timeout for Cleveland. Wanting to figure out why they're getting so open in these transition opportunities. When is the last time the Raptors won 7 games in a row? Can I quickly look it up? When is the last time the Raptors won 7 games in a row? Well, I guess that was yesterday. Who will be able to provide these statistics? Let's try StatMuse. Raptors longest win streaks. Let's see. Oh. You can't look that up on... You can't look that up. Raptors longest win streak on StatMuse. Okay, StatMuse won't provide that data. All right. Well, feel like it's been a while. 2020, somebody was able to... Okay, in the bubble. That's right, because in the bubble, we won all 8 regular season games. I mean, I'm sure if I looked up a little bit more, you could. 2020, the bubble. Not in 2021, 2022. We were pretty good that year. 8's quite a lot. In the bubble, there was 8 regular season games in the bubble before the playoffs started. The Raptors won all 8 of those games. Or, no, was it 7 out of 8? No, I think they were 7-1, actually. The Suns won all their games, funny enough. And I think still missed the playoffs. I think we were 7-1. But then, if we were 7-1, we may have won a few on the end, and then we swept the Nets. So, I don't know. Regular season, I don't know. It's been a long time since we won 7 or 8 games in a row. That's for sure. We haven't done it the past few seasons. I know our longest win streak is 15. At least I'm pretty sure it is. From the 2019-2020 season. I'm talking about 7 or 8. I know we've done 15. I'm just saying. When's the last time we did it? When's the last time we did 7 or 8? Is that the last time? Anyways. Been a while. Oh, Ingram hit 10,000 points last game? That's pretty cool. Maybe they'll show on broadcast. Maybe. I mean, if I had more time, maybe I could find it somewhere. But in my 10-second search, I was unable to come up with the answer. Maybe somebody else will help me out. But we are back from commercial. Cavaliers down 6-3. And with the ball. Good to see if the Raptors can keep it going here. If you're enjoying the show so far, make sure you've hit the like button. It does make a difference to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Not today, because I was at work. But usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. I'm live for Raptors games for watch parties like this. Get subscribed to the channel. Cavaliers on the ball. Evan Mobley. Double comes. Kicks out to Mitchell. Splits the defenders. Slides his way to the rim and misses. Jakob Poeltl recovers to get the rebound. Quickly to Ingram. To Barnes. Back to Ingram. Walter in the corner for 3. Spills away. Quickly has the long rebound. Ingram for 3. He's already got 1 tonight. Doesn't get a second one. According to Land of Basketball, Gordon Lee puts in chat 7 Toronto Raptors, 2019-2020, from March 3rd, 2020 to August 7th, 2020. So on opposite ends of the lockdown, which is interesting. So the Raptors haven't won 7 games in a row, apparently, since the lockdown. The win streak started before the lockdown began. That's how long ago it was since they won 7 games in a row. That's just crazy, isn't that? That's just a crazy stat. Tyson to the rim and getting the and one. Chance to tie it here. Wow. So it was in the bubble, but it wasn't the all 8 wins like I suggested they had gotten. But I believe it was 7 out of 8 in the bubble. And the first bit of those wins were as part of the 7-game win streak. I feel like that's, that's the most recent 7-game win streak. That doesn't feel the same as like a true 7-game win streak, 7 in a row, because of how long the break was. But granted, they did win 15 in a row that season, so haven't done it since 2019-2020. That's the takeaway here. Ingram's pass is turned over. Another turnover by Ingram. I'm telling you, it's gotta fix up a little bit with these. That's 2 early goings for Ingram. As good of a player as he is, it'd be great if he didn't turn the ball over as much as he's doing right now. And these turnovers are rather unforced, I might add. 8-6 for the Cavs. Mitchell. Pass to Nance screen. Finds the pass to the corner for Lonzo Ball. Does not go. Walter has the rebound. Always good to see Lonzo Ball able to play basketball, considering the hell he went through with injuries. Barnes in the short mid-range spins off the defender and puts it in to tie it up. Without the lockdown, I don't see who stops us making the NBA Finals, man. I really don't. Mobley, stolen by Walter. Gets up to the rim, loads of time, puts it in. Raptors 10-8 to the good. Walter with some good defensive plays early, making use of this starting opportunity. On the other side of the lockdown, the Raptors did not get home court advantage in the conference semis against the Celtics, and it killed Pascal Siakam's game for a period of time because he just did not train during the lockdown, which was like a little bit of his fault. As Walter gets another steal, this time rather fortunately, but gets the steal there. Barnes with Mobley defending. Looking to take him off the dribble. Fading away for 2. Over top of Mobley. God damn, what a play by Scotty Barnes. So anyways, we would have been home to the Celtics. We would have had Siakam not play like ass because he wouldn't have had 3 months off of basketball. I really don't see anyone stopping us in the East that year. It's a shame, but, it happened the way it happened. Every team had the same parameters. And it didn't happen for us. Ingram for three again. Brandon Ingram knocks down a three. Second three of the game for Ingram. 15-11 Raptors. Lonzo, transition three. Oof. Just rips it. Puts it in. 15-14. A lot of pressure on Donovan Mitchell early stages. I do agree, Phoenix. The right move. Especially with a depleted Cavs team to injuries and rest tonight. D-Mitch ain't putting up like 40 on you tonight. The only thing I miss about lockdown is low gas prices and no traffic on the road. I was locked down at school. I was in my house in my student house that I rented with a bunch of friends. So, I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm very fortunate to have been in a position where I wasn't, I wasn't suffering from lack of maybe job opportunities or earning potential. I was fortunate not to have been affected by the virus in any way, as another three goes for Lonzo. I'm in a very good position, but during the lockdown, I was living with my friends. We still enjoyed our time there. Would have preferred to not be on lockdown, but I was lucky to be in a position where I was still able to have good times as the world was suffering very clearly. So fortunate for me, absolutely. I don't want to go back there, but it could have been a lot worse for myself, thankfully. But I was at school, so I had no car, no concept of the gas situation going on. Just locked in a house drinking beers with my friends. That's all we had. All we could do, really. Anyways, enough on me. Back to the game so far. Raptors down 17-15. Been a lot of threes raining down in this one. Raptors 3 of 5 in the first 6 minutes here. Cavaliers 4 of 8. Lonzo hitting a couple in a row. It's difficult to say what impact LeVar Ball had on his kids and their injury history, or the awful shoes that specifically Lonzo wore in the NBA. I mean, some people do everything possible to keep themselves healthy. They do all the proper training and body management. They still get injured a lot. There are people who do nothing for their health and don't train properly, don't take care of themselves, and they never get injured. So it's difficult to say what sort of impact LeVar and the Big Baller brand could have had on them. I don't know. No way of really knowing. Gas was those 67 cents a liter. Wow. Wow. That's pretty low. I remember like a few years ago, it got down to like 80 briefly. Nowadays, it's come down. It was like getting crazy, I think, like in the winter, last winter. I don't have a car, so I don't know what it is, what it's at right now. But so Shams puts it up, the report, which is basically official. Christian Coloco has been waived by the Los Angeles Clippers, or Los Angeles Lakers. I know there was rumblings about that. I don't know if that was official, but now we have the info from Shams. Coloco has been waived to replace him with Drew Timme. I must say, guys, it is an extraordinarily bad look for an NBA team to waive you for Drew Timme. Drew Timme's not very good. So if you get waived for him, you're probably also not very good, unfortunately. I don't think it's a coincidence as both his kids made the league and have injury issue with their legs. I don't know. It could be. It could be bad genetics. Don't know. Oh, the carbon tax got rid of it. Okay. That's why they're lower these days. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I have never seen a Big Baller brand sneaker in public. In real life. I've never ever seen a Big Baller brand sneaker. I've played basketball. I've gone to pick up stuff. I used to be super big into sneakers. We'd go to a bunch of shops. Never ever saw a Triple B sneaker. Ingram mid-range. They're back from commercial. Ties it up at 17. Tyson with it, guarded by Grady Dick, who's in the game. Tyson trying to find some room. Eventually does, but can't get the finish. It was pretty good defense by Grady Dick. Barnes with the rebound and outlet to Quickly. Driving past Lonzo. Layup, no good. Oof, that's one he will definitely want back. Tyson handoff to Lonzo. Lobbed inside for Tomlin, who finishes. Tomlin, if you remember last time these two teams faced each other, Tomlin had a monster night against the Raptors. James Harden wore them once and said he'd never do it again. Why would he wear them? He's with Adidas. Why would he wear them? Unless it was before the Adidas days. Ingram mid-range 2 does not fall this time. I did see LeVar got an amputation. That was crazy. That guy's lived so many lives. Lonzo downloaded Larry Nance. Fouls called. I do not have the sophisticated intelligence to comment on the price of gas, so I have no opinion on whether it's too high or too low. Back when they first came out, that was probably 2016-ish. Harden was with Adidas when big baller brand sneakers came out. Harden had, I think, an Adidas deal at the time, because I was working for Adidas as a retail bum at the time. Not trying to disrespect the retail profession, but I much prefer to not be working retail. I'm pretty sure he had sneakers with Adidas, like signatures. Anyways, Grady fadeaway for 2 doesn't go. Like, what are we on? We're on like the Harden 9, which would indicate 9 years. Anyways, maybe it was right before that. I'm not sure. Proctor for 3 doesn't go. Let's just look up Lonzo's draft year. Lonzo draft year. 2017. So I'm pretty sure James Harden had a deal. James Harden Adidas deal start. It began in 2015. So anyways, that's weird he would wear Triple B sneaker while signed with Adidas. But evidently he didn't wear them again. And nobody else has worn big baller brand sneakers in a game. Murray Boyles in the corner. Nope, stolen away. Lead pass to Tomlin. And the layup is good. Raptors with some sloppy turnovers here. Would love to see that cleaned up. 21-17 in favor of the Cavs. Raptors with 5 turnovers in the first 8 minutes here. Not a terrific stat. Murray Boyles in the corner to Ingram. He's been hot to start. Can't keep it going with the corner 3. Raptors in their 4+1 lineup here. Cavaliers got 2 of their starters in Larry Nance and Lonzo Ball. Proctor fouled there. Head to the line. You versus 5 LeBron Jameses with 1 leg and a year of training. Who would win? I have a year to train. We've got 5 LeBrons with 1 leg. Well, I wouldn't get any rebounds. They could camp like three under the rim, just standing there, not allowing layups. So no layups. I'd have to hit some jump shots. If I had a year to practice, I'm sure I could win. Although if they have the ball, it's not much I can do. They're just gonna kind of throw it in the mix under the rim, and I won't be able to get stops. I'd probably lose. I would probably lose. With the ball, I'd be okay. But without it, I'd be not okay. Mamu, corner 3. Oof. Quick release. Got it off. And finish. Raptors relying heavily on their 3 ball for the start of this game, as they had to against the Brooklyn Nets. It was a very 3-point driven performance. And when it dried up against the Nets, so did the rest of the offense. So hopefully, Raptors can find a way to get some interior penetration. But if they keep getting open threes like that, and Mamu keep putting them in, I guess we'll also be okay. Back-to-back threes ties it up at 23, excuse me. Door shot, I'll do it at the next commercial break. Actually, the ball's still on the floor from yesterday. Right, you can see it right there. I never bothered to pick it up. I forgot. Wow. Mamu on a minimum deal is just a sensational pickup by the Raptors. I can't believe it's my life that we made a successful free agent signing. Yeah, Mamu's due for a pay jump in a season. I hope we can find a way to give it to him. Excuse me. Free throws there for the Cavs. Put them back up by 2. 2:40 to go in the first. Mamu corner 3 again. Oh, this time it doesn't go. Handoff from Proctor to Tomlin. Blocked by Mamu. Get that out of here. Raptors go the other way. Grady Dick has to slow it down. Turns away for 2. Doesn't go. Mamu gets the rebound and puts it in. He's got 8 consecutive Raptors points, and it's 25-25. Donovan Mitchell on it again. Grady Dick, the defender. Shed coming for a bit of a double. They're down low to Mobley, and I think Barnes probably should have hung around with Mobley a little bit more in that possession. Just tried to play a little over-aggressive on Mitchell, but clearly the game plan is shutting down Donovan Mitchell tonight. Mamu underneath. Foul comes. He's going to head to the line. All right, let's see what Donovan Mitchell's live point total is, because if they are just going to shut him down and make other people beat them, we could probably play an under here. So pre-game, his line was 29.5. He currently has 3. Here's Barnes. Mid-range doesn't go. Mom reminds me of a better Svi. He's a lot better than Svi fucking Mihailuk. He doesn't remind me at all of Svi Mihailuk, if I'm honest. Mobley, corner 3 is good. Personally, the really good free agent signing we have does not remind me of the really bad free agent signing we had. That's just me. All right, let's see. Donovan's 26.5. There's just no way. Well, it's not no way. That's pretty high, though. Underneath, Murray Boyles puts it in. Sorry, I'm just, there's a good chance here for a bet, so I'm ignoring you guys for a sec. Oh, 29. Give me that all day. All right, I have now a wager on Donovan Mitchell under 29.5 points. Nice cut by Shed, and the finish. Great play by Mamu. Once again, he has been Toronto's best performer of the night so far. Proctor up top to Mitchell. Watch him score. Watch him make a 3 right now. Getting to the rim. It's deflected back to him. Turnaround jumper at the shot clock buzzer. Fuck off. Of course, right after I make the bet, he comes up with some fuckery like that. It's all right. All right. Shed lobbed up to Murray Boyles. He deflects it out for Mamu for 3. Oh, it doesn't go this time. That will end off the first. Raptors in a battle here. Only down by 3, but they've looked okay in offense. Defense could be better, I think. I mean, really, the 3 ball's working right now. You know what? Let me gather my thoughts here. 3 ball's been working pretty well. The interior scoring has not quite been there. Let me just track my Donovan Mitchell bet. Sorry, I'm going my Donovan Mitchell bet. They're trying to take away his game. He's got 5. I'll accept my fate with whatever comes of it. Second back. I will accept my fate. I think I'm in a good position there. Let's go to the box score here. So, Brandon Ingram, like I said, his first quarter turnovers have been a little bit alarming. He's got 3 of the Raptors' 5 turnovers tonight. He does have 8 points. He's made 2 threes at the very least. Sam Mitchell under 27.5. Well, you need to find more places to bet. Because I certainly saw 29.5. I saw 26.5 at one place. And I looked at another place and I saw 29.5. And that's where I bet it. Anyways, FanDuel. 3 of 6 from the field for Ingram. Offense has been okay. It's just a turnover is kind of a problem early stages. Barnes just to 4 points, but 3 runs, 3 assists. Looking to fill up the stat sheet once again. Pirtle has not really gotten into the game. Raptors, though, like kind of showcased, they've not really gotten involved down low on offense. It's been all perimeter-centric, it seems. They're 5 of 10 from 3. Granted, they have made 7 of 13 shots inside, so maybe it's just deceiving to me. Feels like we haven't had a ton of joy at the rim, though a little bit of it has been mid-range. I don't know. Feels like there isn't enough penetration here. Shooting the ball well. Offensive rebounds, about even. Turnovers, we've committed a little bit more, but a little early to really make any indicative sort of statements on this. What is the sound I'm hearing? Oh, it's Stranger Things? A Stranger Things ad? Okay. Didn't love that sound. Anyways. Raptors have done a lot of work to shut down Donovan Mitchell early. It's kind of leaving some other players a bit more exposed, but I don't mind that strategy. It's an injury-depleted Cavs team. Mitchell's a guy who can torch you, and they're just going to not let him... They're going to try not to let him do that here today. You put Hepburn into... Chuck Hepburn's not coming in tonight, unless it's garbage time. They're going to live with Walter and Shed, I think, playing defense here. Yeah, I'd be beyond shocked if we got a Chucky Hepburn side. I mean, Abaji can certainly come in as well. Is it upside down? Okay. I was going to say, is it upside down for you as well? I don't love Alvin Williams, I got to say. I'm not a big fan. What? Okay. They keep showing shit upside down. I'm fucking tripping out here. Matt and Jack is like a iconic combination. I didn't mind Leo. I was fine with Leo. People didn't like him, though. Alvin, I'm not super fond of, I gotta say. Barnes down low. He got a pretty easy look for 2, but can't finish. Elijah Martin before Chuck Aaron. I mean, I kind of disagree, but it's not like we're gonna see either of them unless it's garbage time tonight. Count me shocked if we do. Pirtle fouls down low, so Cavaliers will head to the free throw line with Travers. First free throw for him is good. It's early, David. It's 3 whole quarters to go. So, past few games, I felt like teams are starting to get a bit more success bunkering down the paint against the Raptors. But we've hit enough threes to make it worth it. My audio is also out of sync, so I'm going to mute it for a little bit. Audio is out of sync on the Raptors broadcast for myself and for Rig Papa in chat. Going to mute it for a little bit. Barnes just missed a 3 for the Raptors. Mitchell has it. Gets it inside to Mobley. Barnes nearly got the steal. They get it back out to Mitchell. Long 2 for Donovan Mitchell. Does not drop. Scotty Barnes is a rebound. Long outlet pass. Quarterbacks it to Grady Dick. Transition 3. Just spins away off the rim. And still 5-point game in favor of the Cavs. Raptors with Shed, Walter, Dick, Barnes, and Pirtle. Interesting lineup here. I kind of like this sort of lineup. You got Barnes and Pirtle as the bigs. You've got Shed point of attack. And then on offense, you've got 2 floors. But like right here, you see Walter on one corner, Grady Dick in another, providing space. And it'll give Barnes a runway to attack here. and gets the bounce, finishes over Thomas Bryant. Right there is what they're looking for. They got the wing. They got two players planted in the corners. I don't know how off a make Thomas Bryant ran the floor and got an easy two because they weren't showing it, but that was pretty bad. But they're trying to provide a lot of space here for the likes of Barnes or Pirtle, who's got a little space for the floater. Doesn't go. That's one Pirtle usually has. Gets his miss, though, and gets it in for an and one. It's been a little bit more misses. Like the Pirtle push shot was like as automatic as it could come the last couple of seasons. But this season, I feel like he's like missing half of them, you know? Get Grady out of here. Let's see. Are they winning the Grady Dick minutes again today? Not. They're -1 in the Grady Dick minutes. The Raptors have been feasting in Grady Dick minutes this season. Like, just absolutely feasting in his minutes this season. So, he's got to play. Absolutely got to play. 36-34. His floor spacing is valuable. He's been making enough this season from three. Missed there by Tyson. Rebound Pirtle. Grady Dick's got to get game time. Although he did just get subbed out. So maybe they were right. They did sub him out. Abaji's in. He passes to Shed for three. Doesn't go. Mobley with the rebound. Mitchell outside to Mobley. Almost straight away for three, and he drills it. Oof, you don't see that every day. He can kind of shoot it. Yeah, he can kind of shoot it. Don't mind that being the shot they go for. Barnes wants to get it back. Attacking Mobley here. Good defense this time. Walter, up fake, kick out the Shed. Pass deflected from Mitchell. Good defense. He had Abaji open in the corner if it got there, but Mitchell got the deflection away. 5 on the shot clock. 9:04 to go in the second. Barnes driving, getting to the rim. Nice take by Barnes. Real solid take there. 39-36. Mobley to Bryant. Stolen. Shed. Tough pass forward to Walter. Man, that is a brutal turnover. 2-on-1 for the Raptors, and Shed just airmails it past Walter. And turnover problems continue a little bit for the Raptors here. Is the audio back in sync? We will see. Seems like we have audio back in sync. Tyson bringing it forward for the Cavs. He's got Mitchell. Shed the defender. Switches on to Walter, but pulls up for three. Front rim and short. Tyson got the rebound. Second chance possession for the Cavs. Mitchell has it again. Livingston gets it to the rim and is fouled for the and one. Raptors defense just struggling a little here. Struggling to generate a consistent amount of stops. Cavaliers taking advantage. Oh, sorry, you don't have the scoreboard up. Apologies. Manuel quickly with it. Gets it to Abaji. Back to Quickly. 42-36 for the Cavs after that and one. Quickly. Tough shot. Man, why are we taking these shots? Okay, they get the steal back, but like, what are we taking these shots for? Over top of a big. There's 4 on the shot clock. There was time. There was time. Not a lot. That was time. Ingram. Working on Tomlin here. Ingram wants to get a shot up. Will draw a foul. Good offense there by Brandon Ingram to help generate some free throws for the Raptors. This is the guy. These are the moments. These are the moments where you want to lean on a guy like Brandon Ingram. DeMar level bait. I agree. First free throw does not go for Ingram. .740. Raptors haven't looked very good, but playing against the Cavaliers team, they have not paid the price too much as of yet, so could definitely be worse. But if they don't fix up, the Cavs could start to pull away. Ingram misses both. They get the rebound with Murray Boyles at least. Now quickly for three. Off the backboard and away. Tough go of things right now for the Raptors. Bryant to Lonzo. Two-pointer is off the mark. Ingram does well to hunt the rebound down. Sends it out to Quickly. Nice pass inside to Murray Boyles. He has to kick out with two players on him. To Ingram for three. Also doesn't go. Pirtle finds a way to corral the rebound. Finds Murray Boyles, who's fouled. And Raptors will head to the line once again. Yeah, I agree, Phoenix. Just stay in the game. Try to make the adjustments. Because it's not going to plan at the moment. Murray Boyles the line. First free throw again is a miss. Another miss by the Raptors. Come on. Make a free throw. Come on. Second free throw for Murray Boyles is up and no good. So 4 free throws missed in a row by the Raptors. Long outlet pass for the Cavs gives them an opportunity, but good recovery by the Raptors after the fact. They have to slow it down. Proctor up top with Ingram defending. Swings to Lonzo above the break three over top of Mamu is off the mark. And a loose ball foul called against Livingston, so Raptors have the ball. Only down 6. Could be worse. 4 free throws in a row missed. And timeout. I think good timeout. It's not, I don't know if it was us who called it, but good chance to try and settle down here because it's been not fantastic, let's say, to start this game for the Raptors. Cavs just loading up in the paint, and like I said in the first, did the threes stop falling and where the point's going to come from. And it's 5 missed threes in a row for the Raptors. And struggling to get any space to finish inside. So it's Ingram having to kind of work for something in mid-range or going up through a ton of players in the paint. Cavs are daring the Raptors to shoot here. And it's working out for them in this one, it's working out in this second quarter. Oh, yeah. Let's do the door shot. Maybe that'll help us. Stay there. Look it up. Ugh. All right. Door shot time. Let's do it. We've made 2 of the last 5. 2 of the last... Oh, is that... That's not working. Okay. Anyways. 2 of the last 5, I think, have gone. I mean, I'm just happy to have made 2 at all. But let's try and get a third one here. We've only got, I think there's this, and I think there's only 2 more door shots after this. This is the third last door shot in this setup. Treasure it while you can. Let's make one. Hopefully my dog doesn't wake up. Come on. Not enough. Not enough. Oh, too much. What was that? That one was pretty good, but... All right, well... we put it away. I've got 2 more chances before I move. So, we'll see. We'll see how I do when I move, but 2 more chances in this setup, unfortunately. I used to think I needed a high arc, and then I started making them with not a high arc. So I'm sticking to what's working, because not a lot has ever worked on this net. What has worked, I'm trying to repeat. Anyways, 2 of 14. I'm still playing with house money here. I am not at all upset about being 2 of 14. All right, back from the timeout. I think the Raptors were the ones to call it and needed. New lineup in. We have Quickly, Abaji, Murray Boyles, Ingram, and Mamu Kelishvili. Quickly on the outside to Ingram. Raptors trying to get any dribble penetration here and struggling to do so. And then Quickly has called for an unforced travel. Ingram made the 3 off the pass, sadly. 7 turnovers for the Raptors. So turnovers still a bit of a problem here. And just nowhere for no dribble penetration to be found for the Raptors. Just not going well here. They haven't scored in a while either. It must have been a few minutes since they've scored. Proctor gets it going again for the Cavs, and they're up by 8. And honestly, it feels it could be a lot worse for the Raptors right now. Ingram. Guarded up top by Tomlin. Again, not a lot of space to operate. Ingram trying to find something at the baseline for 2 and gets it. Just what you need out of Brandon Ingram to break the slump. 44-38. Lonzo in the wing to Tomlin. Now Nance does not get it to go. Ingram driving, getting to the rim, and finishing. Nice play there by Ingram. Once again, that's the guy you need to bail you out, like I said. That's the guy to bail you out. 44-40. Lonzo in the corner to Livingston for 3. Doesn't go. Get the stop. Let's make use of it. Maybe coming alive. Quickly, transition 3 off the mark this time. They're good shots. They're good shots. They're open 3s for a good shooter. They're good shots. Tomlin for 3. He got it. 47-40. Raptors 0-6 from 3 in the quarter. Tomlin's 1 for 17 from 3 on the season. I swear he made it against us last game as well. Ingram for 2. Doesn't go this time. Had a good look. Just in and out. Tomlin in the corner to Nance. Abaji defending tight. Back up top to Tomlin. Come on, you don't need to take away the shot that much. You can give Tomlin some space in the perimeter if he wants it. If he wants it, he can have it. Proctor step back 3 is off the mark. Rebound Murray Boyles. Out to Abaji. Going up. Ooh. Oh! Woo! Oche Abaji rising up and throwing it down. Wow, off that leap. I did not think he could come down that viciously. My goodness.
Mama, there goes that man.
Fire up the team. Come on, man. Look at the bench on their feet. Let's get another stop. Let's use the momentum. Nearly a steal. Out to Tomlin. You don't need to, you can put your hands up. Oh, shut the fuck up. He made another one. Shut the fuck up, man. Back-to-back 3s for Tomlin. His second and third three-pointers made of the season. And Murray Boyles was all over that. Like, more aggressive than I think he needed to be on that three. (50-42). Quickly finding a lane. Floater is good. Very nice take there. 50-44. Tomlin breaking this game open for the Cavaliers. I need to investigate. I need to investigate. All right, let's do some digging here. Why? What is this menu? Get out of here. All right, so this season, to confirm, coming into tonight. Wow, his called stats are on his main page now. That's actually really good. They haven't, I didn't know that was a feature, and that's a new feature. Anyways, on the season, he is indeed 1 of 17 coming into tonight. He's made 3 threes in his entire career. I would like to see if he made that other 3 against us earlier in the season. 3-point makes. He made, no, I'm incorrect. He made 1 yesterday. So he has 3 threes in the last 2 days after putting in none this season. Last time we played them, he missed his only 3-point attempt. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? How about last season when the Raptors' first play of the game they ran was for a Jakob Poeltl corner 3, and he made it? Jacob, 2 of 14. Do you think from the line, how does it feel? What do you need to work on? Oh, 2 of 14. Look, I mean, from the outside looking in, you might think 2 of 14 is bad, but when you suffered through what I suffered with this door shot, you'd be over the moon with 2 of 14. Or is it 15? 2 of 14, whatever it is now. Believe me, I suffered through much last season. I'm playing with house money. I'm getting up good shots. They're going to start, more of them are going to start falling, but I only have 2 more chances. So hopefully we get 1 more this week before I move, and then things have to change. I'm moving on Sunday. Therefore, I'm missing the game on Sunday, by the way. First to Watford triple-double, now Tomlin hitting threes. I assure you the Tomlin triple-double, sorry, the Watford triple-double was a lot more surprising than Naquan Tomlin hitting a couple threes. I think that's his name. Thank you, David. Man, that Abaji dunk. How did he get like around the defender, come around with his hand, and still throw it down like that? I thought he was going to like come around for the layup. And then he just somehow hung up. Just throw it down. Man, oh man. (52-44). Quickly bring it up for the Raptors. I missed the Cavaliers bucket there. I apologize. Quickly. Ooh, stops on a dime and drills into mid-range. Lovely play there by Emmanuel Quickly. Offense starting to ramp up a little bit. Mitchell, no-look pass to Proctor. Underneath to Tyson. Back out to Proctor for 3. Pretty good ball move by the Cavs. Cannot come away with the bucket. Ingram tips the rebound to Quickly. Finding a lane, finishing at the rim. Nice take again by Quickly. Raptors have Shed, Quickly, Barnes, Ingram, and Mamu on the floor. I believe this will be the line that closes the quarter. The Poeltl minutes haven't been fantastic tonight. Ball for three. No good. Barnes gets the rebound. And Raptors on a little run here. Can they keep it going? Shed. Underneath to Mamu. Great pass. Easy finish for the big man. 2-point game. And you weather the storm. I mean, it's 2 minutes left, but they weather the storm really well. And they're being rewarded here, finding a good run, and they're right back in this game. And a great time to do it. The psychological edge of getting it right before half. Mitchell to Mobley to Proctor. Oof, got the finish pass quickly. Raptors going quickly the other way. Shed, 5-on-4. Shed with the fake pass. Open lane, easy finish. Another back to 2-point game. Steve Stevens asks, is Battle on a 2-way deal? He is not. He got a standard NBA deal at the end of last season. Proctor for three, no good. And a loose ball foul called against Jalen Tyson. Possession goes for the Raptors. .120, and the loose ball foul is actually a bonus situation. So Raptors heading to the line to tie it. Ingram has now missed 3 free throws in a row. Make this one, man. Come on. Okay, Pearl is in the game, so he will close the half. Ingram at the line. Finally makes a free throw. He's 1 of 4 on the night. He has 6 of 11 from the field, though. Mitchell up for 2, no good. Ingram with another rebound. No, Mr. Reed. Tomlin's actually 1 of 17 from 3 coming tonight. You have the stats all wrong. Ingram, turnaround jumper again. Drills it. 55-54. Is Tomlin on the floor? Is he going to hit another one? Nope. It's a turnover by Evan Mobley. And the Raptors have taken the lead. 55-54. 42.2 seconds ago. What a run to end the quarter. For the half, just as I thought the Cavs were going to start pulling away amidst some Raptors struggles, they must be absolutely dominating the Mamu minutes tonight. Mamu, no, he's +4, actually. They're dominating the Scotty Barnes minutes. Scotty Barnes is +10 tonight. But the Mamu minutes have been great. I thought it would be better. Pirtle in the corner. Get him out of there. Get to the rim, big man. Ingram. Driving past Mitchell. Stops on a dime and hits it in mid-range. Brandon Ingram, what a sequence by him. 13-2 run by the Raptors. Shot clock, game clock separated by about a second and a half. Cavaliers going to use as much of it as possible. Mitchell to Tomlin. They sent a double his way. Tomlin out to Lonzo for 3. Tough shot doesn't go. Quickly as the rebound. Going to have to heave it. Gets it on the run. Does not get it to fall. But what a run by the Raptors. 13-2 run to end off the half. They turn it around. They were down by 8 and then probably deserved to be down by a little bit more. Instead, they lead by 3 to end off the first half in a great position here. Not a great half overall, but they picked their moments and took advantage when they found them. All right, that will do it from me for the first half. I am going to quickly run to the bathroom and fill my water. You know the drill. It's halftime. I'm going to take a few minutes. When I come back, we're going to go through the box score, talk about what worked, what didn't work in the first half, and get you ready for the second half. Do not go anywhere. Great time for you to hit that like button. We got over 100 people watching, 38 likes. Let's drive this one up to 50 at the very least. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, let's dig in to that first half. Thank you, everyone who toughed it out for the couple minutes I was gone. I know it was tough to listen to that music without me, but let's jump into things here. Raptors were at their best in the first half, to be honest, but hung in there, got enough stops. Just kind of like felt like they were dragging their feet through the mud a little bit, but eventually, near the end of the half, got a few really good plays out of Brandon Ingram, who's 7 of 12. He has 17 points, even though he's 1 of 4 from the line. We get good minutes out of Scotty Barnes, kind of dictating things quickly with a couple nice plays near the end of the half. Mamu's been great tonight. Just found a little bit of a hot stretch to end off the half and reverse what was a 52-44 game in favor of the Cavs, turn it into a 57-54 lead at the half. Mamu's got 10 points overall. Quickly's got 9. Off the bench, Jamal Shedd's played well once again. He's got 3 assists. He's been putting up, I think he's got like more than 8 assists per game in the last 3 games. So he's been fantastic. Grady Dick, not his best tonight, 0-3, but even despite that, he's not in the negative. They're not winning the Grady Dick minutes today, but they still have to change that. It feels like every day they win the Grady Dick minutes. But I mean, as a whole, it's just been kind of up and down for the Raptors. They've had some good moments. It's been mostly bad, I feel, but somehow they've turned that into an advantage. Donovan Mitchell with no second quarter points, just a 5 in this game. The Raptors have made a very large point of emphasis to take away his game. It's been Naquan Tomlin doing the damage. He's made his second and third three-pointer of the season. He's now 3 of 19 on the year, but he's knocked down a couple tonight. Don't think that will be continuing through the season. It's a depleted Cavs team. They chose to rest a bunch of players tonight, so it is what it is. We deal with what's in front of us. We're making guys other than Donovan Mitchell beat us. Mobley's taken 3 shots. He's made all of them, but other than that, it's been pretty inefficient from the Cavs other than the Raptors' kryptonite, which is Naquan Tomlin. They're shooting 41% from the field, 33% from 3. Honestly, they're not playing very well either. Neither team playing great. And then the Raptors just found a run to end the half. It's given them the lead. Would very much like to see the turnovers clean up. 7 turnovers by the Raptors. Feels like they've been pretty sloppy when they have been committed. Other than that, the 3 ball started to kind of come down for Toronto's second quarter. But near the end, the mid-range jumpers started to work. Quickly had 1. Ingram had a couple. Just kept to the plan, kept to the system. Raptors kept their heads, and it's worthwhile at the moment with the lead that they have. What do you guys think? Dahl calls Brandon Ingram, a mid-range assassin. Yes, indeed. He's absolutely cooking. Man, is it fun to have a team with Brandon Ingram on it. Geez, how did Pelicans fumble Brandon Ingram like this, man? He's a good player. We're fortunate, I think. We have Lorella Gutierrez watching from the Philippines. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love to hear about the representation abroad, and we've got plenty of Filipino viewers. So glad to have you in here as one of them. Matthew Gauthier says Scotty with the +10. Yes, winning the Scotty minutes as is typical. Scotty Barnes, the driving force of this team, but driving force scoring wise. Once again tonight, Brandon Ingram, 17. He's already going close to his points total for the game, which was 28.5. Just a strange decision by the Cavs. I felt to rest all the players that they did. Jared Allen's out with a finger injury. Who else is out for them? They have DeAndre Hunter out, I believe, for rest. Dean Wade's out. Sam Merrill's out. Darius Garland sitting out this one. Like, just a little bit strange. Who did they play yesterday? Like, Raptors rested Pirtle yesterday because that was, in theory, the easier game. Yesterday, the Cavs played the Clippers, who are not doing too hot this season. I don't know. I don't know if it was they thought this was the easier game. I don't know if there's just no thought into it. It's the second night of back-to-back, so they made the decision that they did. I don't know. Traveled to Toronto, customs and all that. Whatever the decision was, it was just I thought it was a little bit peculiar the Cavs would do that and make this one tougher on them, but it's what they did. Nothing we can do about it. We can go and play what we have, what they have, and what they have is a team that is lacking a little bit of talent beyond Donovan Mitchell. I think it's fair to say. So the Raptors are trying to make anyone but Donovan Mitchell beat them. So far, that has been successful. The Cavs aren't shooting particularly well. Donovan Mitchell's 2 of 8, and every shot he's getting up is like extremely heavily contested. So let's keep it moving. Keep the system there defensively. And hopefully Tomlin stops hitting fucking threes. Offer Mamu contract extension. Well, he has a player option end of the year, which I'm gonna safely bet he's not gonna take. It'll just be dependent on if they can afford him and if he wants to stay. I hope he stays. You know, it's a long season to go, but I right now I would hope he stays. We're gonna have to pay him more to make it happen. And to pay him, we need to clear out salary somewhere. We're pushing the tax. We're above the tax threshold right now. So, you know, giving Mamu a pay raise, we're gonna have to find some contracts come off the books, and I don't really know where that's gonna happen, to be honest. Like Abaji's will come off. I don't see Abaji staying. How much more does Mamu get? I don't know. Maybe it goes up to like 12 million. We'll see how he finishes the season, but maybe like a 3x36, something like that. 3x38 ascending every year. Maybe like backloaded because RJ Barrett's contract expires after the next season. I don't know. We'll see. We got smart people in the organization who will, I'm sure if he's an important player, do their best to keep him. And this is Mamu like really breaking through for the first time in his career, it feels like. So maybe he'll be happy to stay and embrace the role he has. Maybe he likes it in Toronto. All that. These days, everyone who plays in Toronto, like there's Blue Jays players who've moved their families here, who like it here. There's Raptors players who love it here, who didn't want to leave. Like the Toronto sports, like it's a good time, you know. Was Prime DeRozan just as good as BI at the mid-range? Prime DeRozan was pretty elite. I mean, tough to say. Prime DeRozan was elite at that stuff. There's some dog racing going on at the half. What a show. You never know what they're going to show you at halftime. Maybe Red Panda one day. Scotiabank Arena. Maybe I can see her live one day when she's... is she back from injury yet? She got injured last season, or was it early? My mind's all jumbled up, but maybe it was in the playoffs last year. She got injured. The game did change when I took the door shot. You know, I may have missed, but we did start heading in the right direction when that didn't go in, did it? Uba says picked up Shed from the waiver wire today, and good to see how it goes. His numbers are trending well with RJ out. Maybe he gets fewer minutes. That's actually a good shot. I think he closed yesterday against the Nets. I think we'll see more games where he closes, and we have Quickly playing as the off-ball guard, which I think Quickly thrives in. Yeah, that's a pretty nice pickup there for Shed. If it's a deep league, at least. If it's a short league, I don't think that's a great pickup. But in a deep league, it's a decent pickup, given the injury situation. Only if we can sign Kyle Tucker and Bo. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Deep league, 14 years. Okay, yeah, I could see Jamal Shed having some value there with RJ Barrett out. Let's look at Grady Dick's on-off numbers this season, because I'm just still flabbergasted by some of the stats we've seen out of him. Yeah, they're plus 17 when he's on the floor, and their net rating is 0.46, so 0.5 when he's off the floor. So, even though he hasn't individually been at his best, it seems pretty clearly that the Raptors' offense improves. Like the 2-point percentages go up 3 ticks with him on the floor. I don't think that's coincidence. There's more space on the floor when he's on the floor because he's respected as a shooter. What is weird is that the Raptors' defensive rating is so much better with him on the floor. Like 2 weeks ago, we had like a decent sample of the season, and Grady Dick had the highest defensive rating in the NBA. Defensive rating is not an individual stat, but he did have the highest defensive rating in the NBA. The offense I understand. The defense just makes no sense to me. Really, he seems to have improved on defense in the last couple of weeks, but the Raptors have just been dominating his minutes. Maybe it's just like the offense is better, so they're more set on defense. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if there's the specific matchups they playing against when Grady Dick is in. I don't know what it is, but they've found success with Grady Dick on the floor. Cav expects to play Raptors in the playoffs, so holding back their full roster probably. I don't really see the correlation there. Like, why? I mean, I also don't think they're looking ahead and thinking they're going to get us in the playoffs. And even if they are, what does that have to do with resting players tonight? I don't really know. But, I mean, they're resting guys. It's a 3-point game. As much as, we're in the lead and we're excited after the 13th run. It hasn't been great tonight from the Raptors. And the Cavs are right here with us. So, a lot of work to do to go win this game still. Anyways, second half looks to be getting started in a moment here. And here we go. Back underway. We've got Quickly on the floor with the starters. Walter tonight starting, Ingram, Barnes, and Poeltl. Cavaliers, same starting 5 for them as well. Lonzo, Mitchell, Tyson, Mobley, and Nance. And a turnover to start the half for the Raptors. So Cavs have it with Donovan Mitchell only on 5 points tonight. In the quarter, Mobley. Raptors happy to let him take it, and he misses the corner 3. Absolutely no defense there. Just letting Mobley shoot. Quickly up fake. Step back over Mobley. Tough shot. But still good for Quickly. A shot. Other side, Mobley runs the floor. How, again, are they getting a open layup off of a make, man? Gotta step up and lock in there, man. That can't happen ever. Can't happen ever. Twice tonight's happened. Ingram, defended by Nance. I believe teammates in New Orleans previously. Ingram, long 2 over top of him. Easy for Ingram. 19 points for Ingram tonight. 61-56 Raptors. Mitchell. Tough 3 over Walter. Way off the mark. Good defense again by Toronto. Can they add on to the offense? Walter in the corner for 3. Wide open. Doesn't go. Oof. Right in front of the Raptors bench. Had a good opportunity to extend the lead. Probably would have been Toronto's largest lead. This might even be our largest lead of 5. Lonzo in mid-range off the mark. Poeltl has the rebound. Cavaliers not hitting shots. Let's make something happen here. Keep the run going. Quickly, long range 3. Oh, in and out. Got a good shot up there. Just a little unlucky. Mobley handoff to Mitchell. Walter doing some decent work defending, but he fouls him this time. Walter does not believe it's a foul. Jacoby, we ain't going to go through this ordeal again. They're not going to challenge you. He didn't argue that hard, but they are not challenging this one for you, I don't think. Nope. (61-56). Nance to Lonzo. Shadowed by Walter. Steps back for 3. Again, another miss. Great rebound by Poeltl. Make use of it. Come on. Make use of this. Ingram in the corner. No, fake pass to Barnes. In the middle for Quickly. Straightaway 3 is off the mark. And the rebound deflects off of Walter's hand and is out for a Cavs ball. So pretty Sloppy start to the half from both teams. Few misses here. Both teams missing a lot. Not a very high-scoring game here. 61-56. If a team can get hot like the Raptors did, they can pull away. Mitchell for 3. Again, another miss. He's 2 of 10 or 2 of 11 tonight. Barnes taking it into his own hands. Finding Pirtle at the rim. Easy finish. There we go. Raptors lead 63-56. Scotty Barnes saying, give me the damn ball. Let me do something. Tacks the rim. Draws a couple of defenders. Pirtle's open. Easy pass. Easy finish. Raptors with the 7-point advantage. Cavs needing a timeout to try and figure out what's going on here. But Toronto in a solid position with 9:20 to go in the third. I don't want to jinx it, but I have no doubt we win this game. I would have doubt that, it could happen. We're not a shoo-in to win. The Cavs are right there with us. We've seen you break out on a run, and things can certainly change. But in a good spot. Let's go. Let's find a way to keep it going. Upcoming week of content. Just checking through the calendar. Nothing tomorrow. Well, I'll do a post-game recap and post it tomorrow. So we'll have that coming at you. On Wednesday, we have a 5 p.m. stream. Actually, oh, shit. I didn't even take this in. Damn, I am working actually at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So I forgot I am working late on Wednesday. So I don't even know my own calendar. The Raptors are playing Wednesday. I'll definitely be doing a watch party for that game. And the Raptors are playing on Saturday. I'll be definitely doing a watch party for that game. Actually, 90% doing a watch party for that game. I'm moving the day after. Anyways, Friday, 5 p.m., I see no qualms with doing this stream. I'm going to get the stream done. I actually don't know what I'm going to do Wednesday because I am working. Maybe I'll stream a little bit earlier to make up for it, but I don't know. I think I'll probably just end up streaming a little earlier on Wednesday, so I get a stream in. But it's been a bit of a brutal week with work, so expect a couple changes this week for content. Just become a subscriber, put the notification bell on so you never miss out on any content, and I'll always update you in the community tab or the post tab, I think it's called now on YouTube, or in the streaming updates channel on the Discord. So links for the Discord in the description down below. But yeah, I forgot. Wednesday I'm working that time. Thursday, I could do Thursday if I had to, but I want to do Friday. Thursday would be redundant because I'm doing Friday as well. Unless I find a way to do it Tuesday, Thursday this week, which I could. All right. I'm going to think about it tonight. I will update you in the Discord and the community post page. Keep it alive. Maybe I'll just pivot to Tuesday, Thursday this week. I don't know. Tuesday would be early, though. It wouldn't be at 5. It'd be at 4 o'clock, and it would probably only be like 50 minutes. Anyways, enough about that. Let's get back to the game. 63-56. Content's not going to be normal schedule this week, no matter what. And already hasn't been. Mobley is fouled on the floor. Side out of bounds. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please hit the like button. 47 likes right now, which is great. We're 3 away from 50, so help us get over the line there. Only takes you a second to do. Helps drive us up the YouTube algorithm, which is big for the channel. If you're new and, like I said, you want to keep up to date with this content, make sure you're subscribed. What is Mitch doing? Only got 5 points. He is getting very aggressively guarded by the Raptors tonight. That is what's happening. I'm feeling pretty good with the live under bet there on him based on the Raptors defense. Hopefully that sustains, but he can break off at any point and get hot. So not home clear yet. Walter to Pirtle, who's on the perimeter. Somebody come get the damn ball from this guy. Nice pass quickly, actually. Quickly driving. He's got Walter in the corner. He finds him. Corner three is up. This time it's good. Jacoby Walter extends the lead to 8. I'm sure that's got to be Toronto's largest lead. Nance to Mobley, defended by Barnes. Finds Mitchell. Double comes. Yeah, see, they're doubling right away. Mitchell trying to find some room. Long 2 over Walter. Is off the mark again. Walter playing some real solid defense against Donovan Mitchell tonight. Barnes with the no-look pass to Ingram. Putting it on the floor. Getting to the rim. And slamming with authority. 10-point game. Yeah, reminder not to spoil in chat. My game clock up here is perfectly in sync with me. Chat doesn't want spoilers. I don't want spoilers. Keep it to yourself until I react, you know? Finally, a bucket for the Cavs. It's Larry Nance in the corner. 7-point game. 68-61. Quickly, nice pass to Barnes. Oh, what a move to the rim. And what a game Scotty Barnes is having. Just the impact. He's the engine of the team tonight. Ingram, can you get the steal? Nearly got the steal. Doesn't quite come away with it. Scotty Barnes tonight is plus 13. 10, 7, and 5. Not the flashiest. A good, very good box score. Not the flashiest box score, but again, he's the engine of the team tonight. Really good take there by Ingram. Nice screen there by Pearl, which I didn't notice initially. And Ingram, tough to get blocked when you throw it down like that. Fortunate bounce for the Cavaliers. Gets the ball to Tyson in the corner, and he puts the lead at 6. The kryptonite, Naquan Tomlin, is on the floor for the Cavs. We'll have to weather that as much as possible. Barnes finds Walter under the rim. Layup is no good. Rebound to Lonzo. Down low, Tyson to Lonzo. Out to Tyson. Ingram, the defender. In the corner now for Proctor for 3. Rebound, Pirtle. Off the miss. Important stop with the Raptors only up 6 now. Quickly finding some room. Goes to Walter. Now Ingram open for 3. Got another one to fall. Nance to Lonzo. 3 ball is up. No good this time. Rebound quickly. Forward to Barnes. And his tough pass. Can't save it. Or he does. But he saves it to Nance. Good looks here for the Cavs. Tyson wide open for 3 to reply. And it's good for him once again. 73-67. Barnes stripped. Another turnover. Cavs coming forward again with Tomlin. It's a 4-point game. Good timeout by the Raptors here. Much needed there. Yeah, just a few mistakes there, and there you go. Right back in it for the Cavs. It happens. So we'll have to fight through this. 73-69. Offense is starting to come alive. Just got to clean it up a little bit. Should be some easy fixes here for the Raptors, but Cavs are indeed back in it. So, I mean, when you offered this me 52-44, I would have taken it. But Raptors led by 10 here in the third. Couple turnovers, couple lapses defensively, and now a little bit of work to do to keep this advantage. It's all right. We're in a game. It's a good team. We're in a game, even with all the players missing. Cavaliers are just very short favorites, even with the Raptors at home. A lot of respect for the Cavs, so We shall do our work. Let's see some of the stats. Ingram's 10 of 16, 24 points. Jeez. And no turnovers since that sloppy first quarter. Two of 7 line. Who is 2 of 7 from the line? Oh, the Raptors are. Well, Ingram's 1 of 4. Murray Boyles 0 of 2. Not a lot of fouls. So, it kind of reaffirms that a lot of it's been outside. I mean, it hasn't, though. It's not a lot of fouls. 7 of 22 from 3 for the Raptors. Ingram's got 3 of our threes. Just would have thought it'd be a perimeter-centric game, but the Raptors are finding some joy on the inside now. They are 25 of 38 on twos tonight, which is really good. So they've found success. They've gotten to the rim. They've found success in the mid-range. Touch surprising. I mean, it didn't start that way. It started the opposite. Coming back from commercial in just a sec. Let's do this. Can Raptors close games? The Raptors can close games. They have been, so looks like tonight will be another one they have to get through some clutch situations. I don't really see anyone pulling away. I certainly hope they don't. 24 points. Yeesh. 30 plus on the horizon potentially for Brandon Ingram tonight. Darko communicating some instruction. And we're about to get back underway. Grady Dick and Mamu Kelishvili are on the floor for the Raptors. They are with, I think that's Colin Murray Boyles the other end with Quickly and Ingram. It is. So that's the 5 for the Raptors. And looking to regroup after a mini run by the Cavs. 5-0 run to trim the lean down to 4. What can the Raptors come up with out of the timeout? What play have they designed? Trying to get the ball to Grady Dick, but Proctor takes that away. Highest second half scores in the league. That honestly doesn't surprise me. The Raptors have made really good adjustments in the second half and have come out with tons of energies in third quarters. That doesn't surprise me at all. It would have surprised me to start of the season, that's for sure. Ingram gets it into Murray Boyles. Swings it to Grady Dick. Now to Mamu. Ingram, turnaround jumper. Oh, he's feeling it tonight. And one. My God, Brandon Ingram. He is absolutely cooking. No hesitation. Caught that thing. Turnaround jumper. Nothing but net. And with a foul from Lonzo. Woo. Wow, Brandon Ingram was fun to watch. Goodness me. Are we fortunate to have this guy? Finally. There we go. Free throw. He's 2 of 5 from the line tonight. He's made back-to-back. He started 0-3. 27 points for BI. 5:20 to go in the third. Thomas Bryant, mid-range jumper all day. Thomas, you want that? You got it all day and night, son. You go right ahead, dude. Ingram backing down Tyson. Another turnaround jumper. Oh, this one doesn't go. Murray Boyles gets the miss. Quickly in the corner to Mamu. They're swinging all the way around the perimeter. Grady for 3. It doesn't fall. Rebound nearly by Mamu, but Cavs have it this time. Full court pass is out of bounds. Raptors get another stop. If the season were to end today, could Darko win Coach of the Year? He wouldn't get Coach of the Year. He would be a finalist, but Jamie Bickerstaff would win if the Coach of the Year was given right now. As far as the respect's concerned, he's earned quite a lot of it this season. He's done a terrific job this year, no doubt about it. When it looked helpless for 2 years, I don't know. He's completely changed the narrative for me. Ingram in and out on the tough one-hander there. Tomlin, heat check. I mean, can't really heat check when you haven't made a shot today. Ooh, a tie up. Murray Boyles tied up with Bryant underneath the rim. I don't know who it was called against. I believe it was called against Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant is can be a little bit erratic, and I guess you call it physical. That's dirty, man. Wow, that is dirty. Wow. Thomas Bryant was hitting the deck and pulled Murray Boyles down with him. That's a little dangerous, man. They're gonna review it, dude. Seriously, that's a pretty significant injury risk when you do that to somebody. I think this should get upgraded to a flagrant. I'd love to see the replay. I'm not going to say that Murray Boyles is innocent in all this. They were kind of battling for positioning down low. But when Thomas Bryant fell and pulled Murray Boyles with him, I mean, granted, Thomas Bryant's holding him the whole time. Yeah, that's got to be a flagrant. No, I'm sorry. On the replay, I take it back. That is extremely dirty by Thomas Bryant. I think that should be upgraded to a flagrant. I was going to say Murray Boyles is not innocent. That's not true. Thomas Bryant locked his arm in, fell over, and pulled him down with him. To me, that has got to be flagrant. Yeah, he's locked it. Yeah, that's so dangerous, man. Locking his arm in as he's falling so he can't brace his fall, and he can twist his arm. I've seen dislocated shoulders there. Yeah, upgrade to a flagrant. There you go. Not a surprising aggressor there, and the correct call made by the officials. Thomas Bryant will always, forever be etched in my mind as the guy in the photo of LeBron breaking the NBA's all-time scoring record. As LeBron is rising up in mid-range, there's a still image of Thomas Bryant underneath the rim begging for LeBron to pass him the ball. That is Thomas Bryant's legacy to me. Murray Boyles makes the first free throw. Second one is up and down. He missed his first two, made two in a row. Looks fine after the contact there from Thomas Bryant. But he is going to check out, actually, so hopefully he's all right. He just came in. I don't know if this is precautionary or tactical or what, but Murray Boyles makes the free throws and checks out. Thomas Bryant also checks out for the Cavs as they look to adjust without Murray Boyles in. And he's wiping his arm. I don't know. It doesn't look like ice. I think he's okay. That's very dirty. That's an extraordinarily dirty play. And he knew exactly what he was doing. Ingram in mid-range. This time it doesn't fall. Tomlin on the rebound. 78-69. Raptors back up by 9. They've led by as much as 10. Mitchell, first points since the first quarter there. As he sidesteps, he's got 7 tonight. Shed. Finding a lane. Going in the corner to B.I. Up fake. Long two again. This one is good for B.I. 29 points for Brandon Ingram. There's still 15 and a half minutes to play. Huge night for B.I. Proctor. Is Glorilla in the stands today? Is she watching? Barnes. It didn't work. That's funny. That is funny. Grady Dick to Shed in the corner. Grady Dick for 3. Doesn't go. The way he reacted, I thought I was going to drop. Mobley to Travers. Back to Mobley. Barnes the defender. Now Travers driving past Grady Dick. And a foul called and one. That's pretty bad defense by Grady Dick. My God, that was bad. He's been better the last few games, Grady Dick on D. And that was really, really bad defense, though. And he's out right away. Tough night for Grady Dick. He is 0 of 5. Sorry, ignore that. But there's still +3 in his minutes, if you'd believe it. They are just finding a way to win the Grady Dick minutes like every single game. But individually, it's been a rough night for Grady, both ends. Travers completes the end one. It's a 6-point game. Shed, Walter, Ingram, Barnes, and Mamu, the 5. They've got Barnes in the middle here. Mamu in the corner with Walter on the opposite side. Ingram gets a switch onto Mobley. They've got Barnes with Proctor defending. Ingram going to take a tough shot here. Misses. Walter gets the air ball, finds Mamu. Good heads-up play by Walter. Got a good shot up despite the issues there. Ingram really heat-checked himself there. I got to be honest. He had Barnes in a mismatch, and Ingram took a real tough shot over a good defender. Shed open for 3 here for the Raptors, and he drills it. The 3 ball's coming a bigger threat for Shed. Then a foul against Proctor. Just 2-hand shoves Walter. I don't really understand why he did that. That was strange. Shed, confidence never really wavering. Drills the 3, and then on the inbound, Proctor just shoves Walter. That's not allowed. So Raptors get the ball right back. We'll take it, I guess. I don't know what the hell they're doing here. 83-74, 2:05 to go in the third. Mamu under the rim. Pass out is deflected. Ingram still collects it. Goes to Shed. In the paint. Finds Mamu underneath. Good move past Mitchell. Finishes over top of Travers. The Raptors have their largest lead of 11. Good connection there on display between Mamu Kelishvili and Jamal Shed. 1:42 to go in the third. Travers in the paint. Pass out to Mitchell. Walter, once again the defender. Out to Travers for 3. Way off. Goodness me. Ingram, full court pass to Barnes. Backing down Tomlin. Kick out to Shed. Now Ingram open. And he drills it again. The Raptors have blown this one open in the third. With minutes to go in the first half, the Raptors trailed 52-44. It felt like things weren't going well. It felt like the Cavs could pull away. Since then, it has been all Raptors nearly. 88-74. Brandon Ingram is hunting down a 40 bomb. He's got 32 with a quarter still to play and even a little bit to go in this one here. 32 points on 13 of 23 shooting. It has been an absolutely elite night of offense from Brandon Ingram. What is his career high? I believe it's against the Raptors. I think he has a 50 against the Raptors when he made like 8 of 8 threes. Okay, it's not. It's 49. His career is 49 against the Jazz. That Raptors game, he put up 41. That was the game in reference, in which he went 8 of 11 from 3. So not 8 of 8, but I knew he hit 8. It was 41 in that game. The Pelicans absolutely smoked us in that one. That was a really embarrassing game, which I remember quite well, evidently. He's had 40 points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in his career. Still has a lot of work to get it to another time tonight, but he is in the range for sure. Season high in points for him for sure. Wow, big night, man. All right, back underway. 88-74. Shed the defender on Mitchell this time. Walter comes for the double, but Mobley's in the rim and open. I don't know if Barnes left his post there or somebody. There was a breakdown somewhere. Mobley easy too. So I made the door shot. I did do the door shot, Skywalk, and sadly a miss tonight off the back rim. Ingram is fouled. Foul against Tomlin. He's stunned. Stunned by that call. I don't think the Raptors are anywhere near the bonus right now. I don't feel like they've been fouled that many times. I mean, you can just challenge it if you guys want. If you really think it's not a foul. Ingram inbounds to Barnes. Raptors have 14 on the shot clock. 50 seconds now to go in the third quarter. Mamu up top. 8 on the shot clock. Looking for BI. Good feed. Turns around for 2. This one does not drop. Running everything through BI tonight. And it's working. Mitchell for 3. Once again off the mark. Donovan Mitchell with just 7 points through 3 quarters here. Raptors have defended him extremely well. Walter has done a great job on Mitchell tonight, I got to say. Proctor gets the steal on Ingram. He's running the floor. Lobs it up for Mitchell, who's probably going to score now. No, he cycles back outside. Walter defending him. Cavs settle it down. Shot clock is off. And Raptors a foul to give. Take the opportunity to foul. Steve Stevens with a fun reminder. Brandon Ingram has never cracked a 50-point game. Malachi Flynn has. The largest anomaly of a single game performance, I think, in NBA history was Malachi Flynn's 50. I think it has to go as the most unlikely 50-point game in history. I scrubbed through with ChatGPT once, which granted AI is kind of shit sometimes, especially with like stats. But I did scrub through every single 50-point game in NBA history once, and ChatGPT came to the conclusion that Malachi Flynn's resume was the worst of all 50-point scorers. Proctor for 3 doesn't go right at the end of the quarter, and a nice little boost for the Raptors there. 88-76. Raptors lead by 12. Where's Malachi Flynn playing now? I believe he's playing for Panathinaikos in Greece. No, he's not. He's playing for Başakşehir Koleji in the Turkish Super League. I believe that's in Istanbul. Yeah, it's an Istanbul-based basketball team. I was right. Got that ball knowledge, son. He's playing in Turkey right now. He is not in the NBA anymore, but maybe he's doing well there. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll look at his stats overseas in a stream. But right now we're focused on the game. Brandon Ingram. Good Lord, is he playing well. He's 13 of 24. He's got 32. Most he's ever gotten for the Raptors. Barnes, only 10 points, but he's making everything tick right now. He's been excellent. He's plus 14, which is the highest on the Raptors. Mamu's also been excellent. He's got 12 points, second only to BI in points for the Raptors tonight. He's 5 of 8. He's also plus 12. Incredible value there. Walter has only got 5 points, 2 of 6, but he has been excellent on defense. I kind of worried about him getting the Donovan Mitchell matchup defensively. I thought I'd want Shed more focused there. Walter has been great. They're sending a lot of doubles to help him out, and the Cavs have given us the opportunity to send doubles with the lineup they have today. But my goodness, they've done a great job on Mitchell. He's 3 of 14 tonight. He's 1 of 7 from 3, and he's like hardly gotten an easy look, if any, tonight. Quickly, he's had some big shots. I know he's 1 of 6 from 3, but he's played well. He's 5 of 12. Shed has been great once again. He's got 6 assists. He's got to be averaging like well over 10 assists per game per 36, I'd say, at least in the most recent stretch of games. He's been excellent once again, and he's done a great job on Mitchell when he has had that matchup there as well. Just awesome stuff. 88-76 Raptors, doing this without RJ Barrett as well. It's been great. It's been absolutely great here. And just everyone chipping in, really. Grady Dick, probably the worst performer for the Raptors, but even he's in the positive, and I feel like his spacing is always there, but he's been bad on defense tonight, and his shot's just not falling. So we may have seen the last of Grady Dick tonight, but everywhere else, it's been terrific. What about the Daniel Oturu and Henry Ellenson days? Good Lord. Yeah, you think Muhammad Ugay and Jordan Nwora are bad? Daniel Oturu. Daniel Oturu, Tremont Waters, Henry Ellison's a good one. Joe Wieskamp. These are the names I remember. One that'll go down in history for me, Malik Williams. As bad as we've had, I have never seen a player worse than Malik Williams. I watched Aaron Baines. I watched Alex Len. I watched Colin Castleton. I watched Orlando Robinson. I have never seen a player worse than Malik Williams in the NBA. Played for the Raptors in my time streaming and doing Raptors content. Isaac Bonga. He wasn't good. He actually was really good in the G League. I had Raptors 905 season tickets that year. He was actually like a pretty fun player to watch in the G League. Jay McDaniel's obviously horrific, but like Malik Williams was the most like devoid of talent player I've ever seen. Freddie Gillespie in the preseason might stack up to the Malik Williams level of bad. But when Freddie Gillespie was playing in the NBA, he actually was like pretty good in that bubble year. Or the Tampa year. But he got cut before the next season because of how bad he was in preseason. Malik Williams played NBA minutes. Barnes fires one up at the shot clock buzzer. They get the miss and then turn it over. Barnes didn't really have to rush there. So a couple misses to start off the quarter for the Raptors. McDaniel was bad, but like there was like some semblance of ability to play basketball there. Mitchell, tough layup. Oh, he gets fouled. Oh, I don't know if there's foul there. Gillespie was great in the Tampa season. I know we were completely starved of talent, and it was an extremely low bar. Freddie Gillespie genuinely was like decent in the Tampa season. I hope I'm not like just my blinders weren't up. He was, honest to God, horrendous. He played Summer League, and it looked like he had completely forgotten to play basketball. And we were all kind of like, what the hell is going on with this guy? He was great last season. I'm like, okay, let's give him, preseason. He was great last year. We'll give him preseason still. And then we watched preseason, and we were like, okay, yeah, this guy actually sucks now. Anyways, let's lock into this game. Cavaliers are within 8 if Mitchell can make this second free throw, and they are. He's got 9 tonight. 88-80. It's absolutely not won yet. Jamal Shed starting the offense for the Raptors. Can they get their first points of the quarter here with Abaji? Yes. And what a feed by Pirtle. I always say, man, having that playmaking, it just gives you some additional space that the shooting doesn't provide, but the passing like that gives you an edge with your center there. Not a lot of bigs can make that pass. Another 2 there for Mitchell. He's up to double digits in points. Wish we kept Yuta Watanabe. I don't. He's not very good, and he's out of the league. He had every to crack the Raptors rotation at the time. Seriously, you didn't have to do very much. We were handing out minutes to guys. If you couldn't crack the rotation then, I don't know what to tell you. Jamison Battle about to check in for the Raptors for his first minutes of the night. First free throw for Barnes is good. What's going on in the NFL tonight? Barnes makes both free throws. Got a fortunate bounce there. Just 7-0 for the 49ers in the game. What's Roy McMillan saying? One catch. 92-82. Raptors by 10 again. Mitchell looking to heat up in the fourth. Good defense by Shed. Forces the errant pass to Stevenson. He saves it, but it's 4 on the shot clock for Tyson, who manages to get past Pirtle to finish. Nice take there. Wow. Pirtle under the rim and with the finish. Great play there by Scotty once again. Pirtle with the good defense. I think he just tied up Mitchell. I'm gonna say I favor Jakob Pirtle over Donovan Mitchell in a jump ball. Look at everyone going over to Pirtle. He's laughing about it. Some hustle on defense from Pirtle after the two at the other end. Coming for the backdoor sort of steal there. We were so down bad for center talent when we had Kem Birch starting. Raptors report was over the moon because he had a move that he could consistently score with. Yeah. Kem Birch was like a savior that season. We were so bad. It was Aaron Baines and Alex Len, man. Pirtle wins the jump as you would expect. And Shed has the ball for Toronto. Shed with some space. A corner to Abaji. Extra pass up to Battle. And he's fouled on the 3-ball. He is going to head to the line. Good stuff. Kem Birch, last time I checked, he was playing for Barcelona. Let me see if he's still playing there. It's been a while if he's still there. He's now playing for he's playing for Fenerbahce, actually, who are a solid team in the Turkish Super League. Fenerbahce is absolutely a good team. They are second currently in the Super League. One place ahead of Başakşehir, led by point guard Malachi Flynn. And a little bit behind Besiktas, which is Alperen Şengün's former team. Yeah, Alonso Hernangomez was pretty bad as well. Like I said, it wasn't that hard to crack the Raptors rotation in that era. And if you didn't crack it, you probably sucked at basketball. And a lot of the guys who couldn't crack that rotation are out of the league right now. So it wasn't like Nick Nurse wasn't playing him and had them in jail. It wasn't like we're poorly coached and they go to other teams and play well. They were bad players. We had a consistent run of disaster class free agent signings. None more disaster class than Jaden McDaniels, although it turned into one of the greatest trades ever achieved in the NBA. Davion Mitchell, Jamal Shed, and another second. I forget who we used it on for McDaniels. Wow. Bad pass there by Pirtle on the inbound. Stevenson to make us pay on the 3. Doesn't go. Rebound batted out for a Raptors ball. All right. Save it there. Otto Porter was good. He was just never healthy. Juancho didn't really do anything for us. Porter was just injured the whole time. Elijah Martin. Oh, yeah. It was a Portland second, which we used on Elijah Martin. You're correct. So we'll see what happens there. But we got the Elijah Martin pick, the Jamal Shed pick, and Davion Mitchell for one of the worst players in the NBA who is out of the league now in Jalen McDaniels, who was on a handcuffing contract that was untradeable because of how bad he was. Somehow the Kings took it because we got Vezenkov in the deal, who we waived for $0. Pirtle to Quickly. Tomlin on his back. Cycles back outside to avoid a potential steal. Raptors by 11. 97-86. Battle to Quickly. To Walter for 3. He's had a good night of defense. Offense hasn't quite been there, it's okay. He's had a good game. 2 of 7 for him, though. Stevenson to the rim. Gets the bounce, and it's down to single digits. Raptors call a timeout. Hold on to the lead. We're 8 minutes away. Cavs absolutely still in it, though. Yeah, it's good to reminisce on how bad things were when you're enjoying the present. And enjoying the present for now. Some of the players that were starting for us, like DeAndre Bembry, Jordan Nwora was getting so many minutes for us. I'm not trying to disrespect, but these are guys that are out of the NBA that were getting minutes for us. I remember people thought it was a tragedy when Yuta Watanabe left the team in free agency, and then for 20 games shot 45% from 3. People had meltdowns. O'Shea Brissett had a good spell with the Pacers. Why did we let him go? None of these guys play in the league. Svi actually, Svi might still be in the league. Svi Luke. Yeah, he plays for the Jazz. Somehow Svi is still kicking around. And he's playing. He's playing 27 minutes a game this season. What? A career 36% 3-point shooter. Just his worst 3-point shooting season of his career was in Toronto. Of course. He is now a 38% 3-point shooter with the Jazz. All right. I'm sorry, Svi. I wasn't familiar with your game. He just forgot how to shoot with us. Delano Banton, man, everyone was like so upset we got rid of Banton. To be honest, I was a little upset with the Champagny loss, but he hasn't done anything since leaving. Just some of these players were so upset about losing, who just were so bad. Like, they're just not NBA caliber. Man, to be fair, I was even up and down with this. Jeff fucking Doughton. Jeff Doughton. It was just inconceivable that we wouldn't have him available for the play-in game. A play-in game against the Bulls. It was truly just horrific that we didn't have his eligibility intact for a play-in game against the Bulls. Because that's how bad Malachi Flynn was. Jeff fucking Doughton. We needed for a play-in game against the Bulls. Wow, we were devoid of talent. And people questioned why the starters played 40 minutes a game, calling Nick Nurse a minutes terrorist. These are the backups. People who were not good enough to be in the NBA were getting the minutes when starters went off. Ish Wainwright. Ish fucking Wainwright. Oh my God. We're in a better place now, guys. We have guys we think need to play more because they're too good to be where they are. Like Battle. I can't believe how little he's playing. Anyways, enough about the past. Let's focus on the present. 97-88 Raptors. Ingram trying to cook Thomas Bryant in mid-range. Cooked. Cooked indeed. 99-88. Lonzo Ball off a screen. Foul. Excuse me. On Mamu. I didn't see one, but it was called. Lonzo to Bryant. His three is good. He can kind of shoot. But it was confident stroke. Not going to lie. Well, he's 1 for 14 for 3 this season, so I guess he's not a good three-point shooter. Mamu hauls the rebound away from him there. Quickly for 3, off the mark. Cavs with an 8-point game. We're in a tight one here. Tyson with a floater. It's only 6. It's right there for them. Feeling like we're going to get another clutch game for the Raptors. Let's see if we can get over the line here. We've had our fun, but time to lock in, guys. Meaning me. I need to lock in on this game. Quickly. Out to Mamu. Need a big shot somewhere. Is it Ingram again? No good on the 3 this time. Now I'm getting a little nervous. It's a 6-point game. Lonzo, pass to Tomlin. The Raptors kryptonite. Kick out to Lonzo. Now Bryant, straightaway 3 again. This time no good. Mamu tracks down the rebound. Full court pass. Way off the mark. Unfortunately there. Coach Jacoby checking out for the Raptors. Should be a makeable pass there for Mamu, to be honest, but Big man doesn't have that finesse. 99-93, Mobley's back in the game. Mitchell's back in the game. Something's been called. This shot clock wasn't running, so they're going to give a side out of bounds for the Cavs. So we'll have a fresh 24 from a half court set, which don't think is right. They should lower it a little. Okay, they did. 21 seconds in the shot clock. Okay, another whistle. There's some wet spot on the floor. They're going to wipe. There's some debris on the floor as well. I don't know what that's come from. All right. All right, there we go. 21 on the shot clock. Less than 6 to go. Inbound stolen by Quickly. Ingram running the floor. 4-on-1 for the Raptors. Lobbed up to Barnes, who finishes there. Big bucket for the Raptors. Just when the Cavs were getting back into it. Nice pass by Ingram. Barnes running the floor and is rewarded for the hustle. Lonzo defended by Quickly up top. Down low for Mobley. Hands up, Ingram. Hands up. Good defense. Great defense by Ingram, forcing the stop. Barnes running the floor. Go at Lonzo. He doesn't have the knees for this. Yes, easy take for Barnes. A lead. Shoots back up to 10. Leftover popcorn. Maybe. Maybe a fresh batch. Mitchell open for 3. And they have, he made it. They have struggled to get him those looks tonight. But a screen from Mobley just took Shed away from the contest there. It gave him just enough time to make the 3. Cavs still in it. Under 5 to go. Not quite clutch because it's a 7-point game. But it feels clutch. Tomlin with a steal. Cavs should get an easy 2 off this. Tomlin. Good hustle back by the Raptors to actually take it away. Lonzo to Mitchell for 3 again. And he's heating up. He's got 17. And it's a 4-point game. Back-to-back threes from Mitchell right after his turnover. And now we are in the clutch. It's just like that. 2 makes, and it's a 4-point game. All right. Work to do for Toronto. Could Walter be the new OG? I don't think so, personally. But he's a solid player, that's for sure. Ingram's got 34. We gotta ride that to the end here. Find a way to get over the line in what has been certainly a tough game here. Work to do. We have led for a long time, though. We have led in the entire half, so hopefully we don't lose this one here. Yeah. It's tight. How was your day? Really busy. My Mondays suck. And we had somebody. My Mondays always suck and are always extremely busy. And today we had somebody who couldn't make it to the office, and I had to cover for them. So it was even more busy than normal. And I was working until like 6, so I had to run home to make the stream. It was busy. But happy to be here now. And I'll be a lot better if the Raptors can win this game. And they are in the mix to potentially do so. We've done well. We've limited their chances, but Donovan Mitchell's heating up, which is always scary. He's at 17 now. They've got him open for 3 on 2 straight possessions. And he's a superstar. He can get hot, like I said earlier. Under 5 to go, so we'll see. I mean, the Cavs, honestly, with the way they played, they were probably in the game state where they thought, just keep it close. Just keep it close and see if you can find a way to win late. And they're in that spot now. It's a tight one. We've had the answer in so many of the games in this run, though. Do we have it another time here? Why are they highlighting Donovan Mitchell as the smooth player? He's 6 of 17. Is that the best they've got? I mean, I probably would have gone with Tomlin, 6 of 8, 14. Or Tyson, 6 of 9, 50. But whatever. It's a really forced segment, the Gillette smooth player. All right, dig in. 4:35 to go. We're back from commercial. Raptors call a timeout. Need to find a way to get a make here, I think, to settle them down. Barnes gets it into Shed. Clutch scenario now for the Raptors, as it's within 5. Here we go. So they are indeed going to close with Shed, as I suspected. It's starters minus Walter plus Shed. Ingram to Pirtle. Ingram gets it back. 3 on the shot clock, and have to come up with something. Long 2. Oh. And something was found. Oh, my God. Yep. Foot on the line. But, man, he came up with something special there out of nothing. That's what you traded for him for. The something out of nothing possessions. Mobley, defended by Barnes. It's out of bounds for Raptors ball. Good defense, Scotty. Mobley wants to challenge it. It looked to be off Mobley, but he's confident, so we'll see if they challenge, in fact. What a shot by Ingram. I think they're going to challenge based on the whistle having gone. They are. So we're heading back to commercial. Awesome. You can't just show us the replay or something. Let us keep engaged with the game. We have to go to another commercial right after we came back from the first commercial. Awesome. Well, they lose a challenge. Then it's a free timeout for the Raptors to drop a play on the inbound. As for the stats tonight, Brandon Ingram's 15 of 27. He's got 36. And with 3:51 to go, I think he is in line for a 40 bomb. But the bigger story is the team. We need to come through here. Quickly, he's 1 of 7 from 3. He struggled tonight shooting the 3, but he struggled yesterday shooting from 3 and came alive in the clutch with some big makes. We'll see if we can get some sort of repeat there. It doesn't matter who it comes from. Raptors need to get a little something to get over the line. So let's see the replay. That is a Raptors ball. That is a Raptors ball. That is off Mobley's fingertips last. That is... Why would Mobley beg for a challenge there? I'm always a little confused when a player is clearly wrong and they beg for a challenge. The ref said after review, the ball clearly touches Evan Mobley last. So Cleveland lose a timeout. The Raptors get a free timeout on the inbound. It was very clearly off Mobley last. I'd be so mad if I was a Cavs fan because like you were there, you felt the ball come off your hand. Why are you begging for a challenge when you know you're not going to win? And our team now wasted a valuable timeout in a clutch game. And the ref was a little throw a little shade there as well. So Raptors used the free timeout. Let's see what it's going to play. They've been able to drop here. They are up 106-99. Did that Brandon Ingram shot get changed to a 3? I swear it was 105-99. Unless they changed something to a 3, if it maybe it was that. So we're up by 7 now, okay? Here's B.I. going to work on Mobley for 3. That would have been a 3. It's way off the mark. And Barnes cannot save the rebound. All right, so somebody please confirm in chat if it was indeed Brandon Ingram's 2 that changed to a 3. It was? Okay, thank you. So he'll have 37 now. He was shooting for 40 there. Mitchell open for 3 again. This time, no good. Whew. Barnes with the rebound. He's got 11. Ingram has it. Defended by Mobley. So they've changed the matchup. They originally had Tomlin on Ingram. They've switched to Mobley because of how well Ingram's played. This time they have to switch, though. We have Lonzo guarding Ingram. Ingram's going to shoot this. Ingram is not passing. Long two for Ingram. This one doesn't go. Mitchell hauls down the rebound. Step back three over Shed. Off the mark. Get the rebound. Yes, Pirtle comes down with it. Slowing it down a little bit, Toronto. Shed hands it back to Quickly. 2:36 to go. Shed back to Quickly. Wow, plus 12 in the glass. That's good. Quickly doubled. Gets it out to Shed. 4 on the shot clock. Shed coming up with 3. Oh, he draws the foul. Pump fake 3, and Shed just draws the foul off of the sophomore Tyson. Oh, yeah, you got the young man jumping. Good stuff. Jamal Shed. And they don't have a challenge because they used it. Not sure they would have won anyways. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would love a challenge right now. I agree with you, Jimbo. I do love the double point guard lineups because Shed is the better playmaker than Quickly, and Quickly is the better as a 2 because he gets to play more off ball as a shooter. And Shed's defense is so valuable that it can kind of make up for like the lack of defense at the 2. So he can guard like the 2 guard Donovan Mitchell in this scenario, for example, which alleviates some of the constraints on Quickly defensively. It's working. And while RJ Barrett's out, however long it may be, hopefully not long, I like this lineup to close as it has been the last 2 games. 108-99 Raptors. They're back up by 9, 2:21 to go. They are a few stops away from winning this game. Cavs have the talent to make this interesting, much more interesting than it already is. Aggressive defense on Mitchell by Shed. Mitchell, double comes. Good pass out to Lonzo. Down low, stolen by Barnes. Excellent defense. Wow, just locked in. Ingram rotates out to Lonzo. Barnes rotates inside and gets to steal. Raptors a chance to slow it down even more. 151, 8 on the shot clock. Quickly driving from the elbow. Tough shot. Didn't love that decision, Emmanuel. Cavs the other way with Lonzo. Straightaway 3. Off the mark. Ingram hauls it down. Big rebound. All right, slow it down again. Still need a good shot, though. Still need a good shot. Haven't had a good shot in a while. Shed. I mean, if this is going to be the offense, just give the ball to Brandon Ingram and get out of the way. If this is going to be your offense. Okay, here's Brandon Ingram, and we got out of the way. But he's stripped by Tyson. 2.9 on the shot clock. Raptors going to have to come up with a... You know, you have time to take a couple dribbles off this one. New subscriber, Mateo Alozada. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Thank you to all the new subs tonight. If you haven't done it already, make sure you've hit the like button. We're 117 away from a potential Raptors win. Barnes, defended by Tomlin, at the rim, gets the roll. Raptors by 11, equal to their largest lead. 7 to run. Mitchell heaves one off the mark. Raptors with another stop. That might be enough. Under a minute to play. Raptors can get this down to 40 seconds in this possession. Quickly. Do not shoot that. To Pirtle. Loses the handle. Gets it back to Shed. In the corner, Barnes. Driving past Mitchell and an offensive foul. Not sure for what. I didn't see a foul, but importantly for the Cavs, it stops the clock. Going to pick up Mitchell full court here. No, they're not. They're going to meet him halfway. Shed the defender. Double comes aggressively. Tyson in the middle. Kick out to Lonzo. Open for 3. Off. Pirtle comes down with it again. Another huge rebound for the Raptors in a clutch. And with an 11-point game here, that is going to do it. Oh my goodness me. We've done it again. Wow, man. sensational stuff. The Raptors, they have done it again. A 110-99 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fantastic performance they've held. A talented team to under 100 points tonight. They limited the scoring of opposition superstar Donovan Mitchell, and they have won 8 in a row. They have further solidified themselves as the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. It wasn't a great first half. They finished it strong and put up an excellent second half and come away with what was, in the end, a much-deserved win. Huge night on offense for Brandon Ingram. Huge night on defense from Walter and Shed. Let's break down why, recap the game, and get you ready for what's ahead for this Raptors team. They just keep finding ways to win. They just keep finding ways to come through in these clutch scenarios. I mean, you wouldn't know it again from the scoreline, but every time, and lately we've been getting in these clutch games, and then the Raptors just pull away. They got stop after stop. They get make after make. The only one I can recall that stayed tight was the game against the Charlotte Hornets. But you can look at the Brooklyn game. It was tight late in the clutch. They win by 10. Washington was not clutch scenario. Philly, it was tight late. They win by 9. Charlotte, only 2. Cleveland, it was tight late. They win by 13. They've just been finding ways to get through in the clutch. The Raptors, coming into tonight, had the best half-court offense in the entire freaking National Basketball Association. After tonight, I would kind of suspect it's still the best. If not, it'll be one of the best. And there was just so many good performers for the Raptors tonight. The Cavaliers, rather curiously, treated this game as an opportunity to rest a lot of players. They, too, were on the second night of the back-to-back, as the Raptors were. The Raptors, in a little bit of a different scenario where they don't have to travel. The Cavaliers have to travel from Cleveland. They have to go through customs, all that. Maybe that plays into it a little bit. But it still was a little bit of a curious decision by the Cavaliers to rest a lot of their players and keep so many players out of the game. We can kind of look here at the injury reports that were coming into tonight's game. The Cavaliers decided to not go with Darius Garland, who's been missing time, so I understand that. But Jared Allen's out with a finger injury. DeAndre Hunter's out for rest. Sam Merrill's out. Craig Porter's out. Dean Wade's out. A lot of players missing for the Cavs. And it turned into a talented starting 5, but a pretty depleted one considering what the Cavaliers can offer. It was a starting 5 of Lonzo Ball, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, Larry Nance, and Evan Mobley. And the Raptors looked at the lineup and said, there's not a lot of guys here who are going to hurt us other than Donovan Mitchell. So the game plan from the jump was to just completely take away Donovan Mitchell's game. They doubled him aggressively. Raptors, in the absence of R.J. Barrett, dealing with a knee sprain. Hopefully he's back soon. We got positive news from the injury. He's day-to-day for now. In the absence of him, they started Jacoby Walter. I think defense played a part in that. I think Walter, despite the fact that he didn't produce a lot offensively, he was 2 of 8. I think Walter played extremely well defensively tonight against Mitchell. And the Raptors doubled him super aggressively and lived with the results elsewhere. They decided Donovan Mitchell was not going to beat them tonight, and he didn't. He finished with 17 points. He had 5 in the first half. He had none in the second quarter. He was 6 of 20, and he's minus 22, the lowest plus-minus in the game. Evan Mobley couldn't create a lot. They were willing to let him take shots, but only took 7. Minus 21. As talented a defender as he is, I still have question marks about what sort of impact he can bring to your team offensively, and this was clearly an example of that. Lonzo had a rough night, 3 of 15, 2 of 12 from 3. Raptors were happy to let some of those opportunities go, but the defense was great in the latter stage of the second half, and the second half, it was terrific. Honestly, the Raptors' first half wasn't that good. The offense wasn't really clicking. First quarter, it was mostly threes were falling, but the threes weren't falling. The Raptors found it tough. And then the Cavs went up 52-44. It kind of felt like we were lucky to only be down 8 points midway through the second, or late in the second quarter. But then the Raptors offense turned it on, led by Brandon Ingram. And they were just dominant on the interior. In the end, it wasn't the 3 ball that saved us. It was the interior game and Brandon Ingram. Brandon went 15 of 30 for a Raptors career high, 37 points. He was 5 of 11 from 3. Time after time, when we needed a big bucket, he was the guy to provide that. And for so many, I always say this, but for so many years, we needed a guy like this in the team. We have it, and he showed up today. Barnes was absolutely terrific. He was the complete engine room for this team, and a really good stat line to go with it. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. And the steal came late in the clutch to help the Raptors get over the line. Pirtle came up huge on the glass late game, finished with 13 rebounds. As much as Quickly shot the ball poorly from 3, when the Raptors had that 13-2 run to end off the first half and turn that 52-44 deficit into a 57-54 lead at half, Quickly came up with some big shots to help the Raptors get there. Like I said, not Walter's best night offensively, but I thought his defense was great. Off the bench, Mamu, terrific as ever. 12 points plus 7, 9 rebounds. Murray Boyles was solid. Ochai Agbaji was solid, I think. Jamal Shed was terrific once again. 7 assists for him. He has been racking up assists as a playmaker off the bench. Only the 9 points. Rough night for Grady Dick, unfortunately, but the Raptors had enough cover for that. Jamal Shed is turning into an extremely valuable player for the Raptors, especially with RJ Barrett out right now. 2 games in a row now, Jamal Shed has closed alongside the typical starters. And what it's allowed for the Raptors to do, it's allowed them to get a point guard in who's a better ball handler, or at least from a point guard perspective, and definitely a better playmaker than Emmanuel Quickly. It gives the Raptors the opportunity to have that more talented playmaker in the point guard position. And it also allows for Emmanuel Quickly, and maybe his more natural role as the 2 guard, to play a bit more off ball. Helps create some additional space. Also doesn't hurt that Shed is able to knock down a 3 or 2 every game. We leaned heavily on Brandon Ingram, and he just cooked. I mean, he just absolutely, positively cooked. There's nobody else, I think, who can be getting the chain tonight for the Raptors. Brandon Ingram was terrific. I got to say, game plan, schemes, it wasn't the prettiest first, I don't know, 18 minutes of this game. But once the offense started clicking, the Raptors defense held it down. I mean, honestly, with the way the Raptors offense was looking for the first kind of section of this game, kind of felt like, the Cavs were going to run away, but the defense kept us in it overall. And once the offense started to click, we did not look back. The Cavaliers only go 41% from the field, 29% from 3. Raptors out-rebound them by 14. They get 6 extra offensive rebounds. Honestly, turnovers, one of the only things that was hurting us a lot in the early goings. Committed 4 more than they did, but we managed to hold it down in all these other categories. It was just an amazing game, an amazing second half by the Raptors to get over the tough team another time. That is, like I said, 8 wins in a row for the Raptors. That is 3 wins in 3 games against the Cavaliers this season. And with the way the standings are shaping up in the Eastern Conference, that could be big. We'll have a tiebreaker against the Cavs here. That's terrific. We're clean. The 2 seed in the East. The Cavaliers are 12-7. The Raptors are 13-5. Man, I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm getting a little bit of a nosebleed how high up we are right now. And hopefully we're staying here for the time being. I said we have a pretty easy pocket of the schedule coming up after the Sixers game here. When we were 5-5. So what did we do? We won 8 games in a row. And next up, we have what is their record? 2-14 Indiana Pacers at home to wrap up the NBA Cup group stage, which we've already won our group in. And then we're away at Charlotte, who are 4-13 on the season. They gave us a game, so you got to be careful. But 8 wins in a row and 2 games in a row now that you're going to be favored in. Feels pretty damn good to be a Raptors fan right now. I'm pretty pumped, man. All right, y'all. Another fun day hanging out together. I appreciate you guys a lot for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you had a fun time on the stream. I certainly had a fun time with you. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button. We have 180 people watching. 70 likes. Let's pump up the likes a little bit more for me before we go. If you're new to the channel, I'm live 3 times a week, typically, for Raptors news, updates, and discussion with the Raptors Happy Hour. I'm live for almost every Raptors game for watch-alongs just like this. As a reminder, this week, work is crazy and I'm moving. Schedule is going to be a bit weird. I'd recommend turning on the notification bell or keeping tabs on the community post page on the channel or keeping tabs in the Discord streaming updates channel. The Discord link is in the description below. That is where I'm going to be putting information about my streams because I may really change up the schedule this week to get in the content that I want to do. So just keep that in mind. That is it for tonight. Again, I thank you. I'm actually going to do something different after the stream tonight. I'm going to redirect you over to my work channel, which currently my company is hosting an NFL watch party as we do for the Monday and Thursday primetime games. So if you're interested in football, I want to continue the watch-along experience, I'm going to send you over to some good guys over there right now. Thanks again. I'll see you very, very soon for some more content right here when it comes to the Raptors. Thanks again.